Hey everyone, it's Dr. Miller. I'm here again in this PowerPoint unit to give you some coverage of a little bit of material that students wanted additional coverage on previously. And that would include topics such as revising a slide, inserting media, inserting footers, notes, headers, footnotes, all kinds of stuff. Sound and autoplay. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is open a sample PowerPoint presentation. This is from spring 2015, so I'm pretty sure I don't need it right now. Anyway, and what we will do is we will we will try revising a slide. Let's scroll down, and here we go. So we have, this is from an 18th century novel that some of you may have read with me called The Female Quixote. And you'll see that this header says, "What does this novel satirize?" And I have here a little bullet and then some little dashes for the other things. Well, obviously I don't need that bullet in order to have it be useful. So I just deleted that. And one thing I can do here is to highlight all of these little dashes and then click this little arrow right here to move them back and give them the bullets. So that's one example of how you revise a slide. You just sort of click into the little panels. You click here, and then you click out. If I am clicked in here and I try to do something like add in an image, it becomes complicated since I'm in this edit window and this edit window. But if I'm here and I want to add some kind of photo, I'm not even sure what I have here. Oh, here we go. I'll add this. I'll add a picture of our class right here. I can add that there. What I can then do is move this lovely little dude over here, keep our photo right here, and then click out of it, take a look and see how it looks. So not too bad. So that's one example of how you can, revise the slides that you have. If you don't need to make a global revision, just going into the individual slide is a good idea. I already talked a little bit about using the slide master, which is under View, the View menu, and then you go to Master and then Slide Master. And that will look like this, where you have Master Title Style, Master Text Style. And this is the kinds of, so you get the little bullet dot here, you get the dash there, dot dash, and then little double caret there to the right. You'll see that these are different kinds of styles in different versions that you can then play around with. If you wanted to make the back of all of these pink, like this, and then you would say colors, and something like that. That would be for fonts, but then you could have background styles here. And let's see, format background. You want to be pink? Let's be pink. Let's see if we can find the color. Here we go. Right there. Apply to all. And so then what we do is we go back to normal view and look at that. We've got lovely pink backgrounds on all of them. Pretty cool. So what we're also going to try to do now is so we've inserted a photo. Let's insert some media. So let's see, we can go insert. Do you want to insert some audio? And then maybe record some audio right here and insert that. I'm going to do that. I'll say, "What does this novel satirize?" And there it is right there. And so if I play it, we will hear it. Pretty meta, huh? And then I can move that around. I can make it big and scary, or I can make it small and discreet. So that's a way to insert sound. You can do the same kind of thing with video, movie from file, online movie. So this is where you can add in a link and link to that and be able to click on that. That's pretty helpful if you are doing a presentation for a film class, for example, and you need to have a particular clip that you upload. You could honestly use something like this Screencast-O-Matic software to be able to record it. You could record in another PowerPoint, you could do QuickTime, you can do all kinds of stuff, and we're going to go over that in a later unit. So that's inserting media. Let's talk about headers and footers and all kinds of good stuff like that. All right, so you go back to that insert section again on your top window. So see how we've got two different sections there. You've got notes and handouts, and you've got slide. So the question you're going to want to ask yourself, and possibly your instructor, is, whether you need to have, headers and footers on your slide, whether it can just be notes and handouts, etc. Here, let me close out of that record audio thing because I don't need that right now. It won't let me close out. Oh, it's because I'm here. Hang on a sec. Boop. There we go. I also don't need that, but it's okay. Anyway, let's go back. Insert, header and footer. Let's say we don't want it on the slide, but we do want it on our notes and handouts. So, there are some specific ones that are already in there, like date and time, header and footer with specific things in them. So let's say we do want date and time automatically. You can have it update with today automatically, or let's say you're giving a version of a talk on a particular date. And so you don't want it to be the date you print the thing out. You want it to be the date, let's say on the 21st you're giving a talk, but you're printing it out on the 5th. You can have the fixed date be 7/21/21. Let's say you want your header to be like a nickname for the talk you're giving. I can say Linux lecture. I'll just do it without quotes. And then my footer would say something like Miller 4000, and then apply to all. And so we don't see it here. However, let's click to add some notes, which they show up right here. And when we go to print preview, we are going to see all kinds of options. So let's have some notes here. Let's see, our notes can say, hello, I am writing about satire and the email exit. I don't know if you know this, but if you hit Command-I, you can do very quick on and off of italics. Maybe everybody knows that. I know it, but I feel like I should tell you if you don't know, since if you're writing English papers, you need to do a fair amount of italics. So here's this, but let's say I need to add a footnote to this, which can happen. So let's see. There's insert. And let's see, insert section, comment, slide number, add-ins, equation, symbol, shape. Where is it? Is it under tools? Where is it? Here, 1 second. I'm just going to go over here and say footnote and see what we find. And I will show you adding or removing footnotes. There we go. When you add a footnote to a slide, you have to manually add a reference number to the slide and footnote, and then you add the footnote text. All right. Oh, so it's insert header and footer, and then under, oh, here we go. That's interesting. Then you go on the slide tab, you select footer and the number or symbol you added in step 1. All right. So I'm going to do that right now, and we are going to learn together. I thought it was different before, but maybe it changed. All right, header and footer. And then we go to notes and handouts for slide. All right, so let's say Miller satire. Apply just to that one. And see, so there it is at the bottom of the slide. And then you can have it up there and then have the little footnote in there. All right, so we've done media, we've done footers and headers. We moved our way through to footnotes, even though it was more complicated than I thought. And then we are going to do autoplay. So let's see. Here we've got play from start, play from current slide, presenter view, record slideshow, rehearse timings, and set up show. All right, so here we have presented by a speaker, full screen, loop continuously until escape, slides, all advanced slides using timings if present, and the slideshow monitor, you can select which monitor, whether it's going to detect monitors or whether it's going to use your primary monitor, like your laptop, for example. This is really important because what you need to be able to do is hook up to a projector and be able to give a slideshow pretty easily. I don't know if you've ever been to a conference or something like that, but one of the most complicated parts of conferences is watching professor try to set up tech. And the better you are as a student or as a grad student or as a future employee of a company, whatever your interest is, you will want to be able to set up your slides relatively easily. Sorry, that was a bit wordy, but you know what I mean. All right, so remember we were going to talk about where headers and footers actually print out. And so remember when I set those up, I did not have it on the slides, but I did have it on the notes. So here we have this, and you'll see that, here is the header, the date that I selected, and, Lennox lecture, and then, Dr. Miller, English 4000. And then I'm going to advance forward to get to the one where I added stuff, and you'll be able to see what I added. So here's what I added. I added an image from this class. I added a sound file under there. There's a little footnote in there. There's all this stuff. And then finally, there's the set of notes that I had. This is useful when you are giving a talk because you can, copy and paste different text from a report or a paper into that note setting, print it all out, and then you have every single note that you need for every single slide that you need. Super useful. Well, this was a little bit awkward, but hopefully it was useful to be walked through it by me. If you understand this stuff, you're going to do just fine on the PowerPoint test, but reach out and check in with me if you need anything else. Thanks a lot. Bye.